Are we back up? Mm. Wow, we ladies, we're really having an audio challenge today. Have restarted up again, and let's see. I'm just going to wait for everybody to get back up again, okay? Great stuff. Okay, can everybody just give me a thumbs up if you can see it, please? Okay, super. All right, let's get going again. Hopefully everybody gets back on, and then by Monday's meeting, I will have sorted out all this nonsense to try and figure out why it's stopping us at the 40 minutes. Okay, so everybody's telling us to boost our immune systems. And here's simple 8 foods that we could start eating a little bit more of. And this is a beautiful message for your clients to get, because it's not a, oh, I have a cleanser that has sweet potato extract in it that's really good for your skin. Okay, so the whole idea here is for me, and I think that you can all agree and resonate with what I have to say. In these times, I don't think people want to be sold to. I think they want to be supported. I think they want to be loved. I think they want to be told that everything's going to be fine. And they want to be asked, how are you doing? And just messages of love, because we're getting completely overflooded with information and statistics and all sorts of things that make us more scared than anything else. Okay, something that was sent to me this morning that I thought was amazing, because I'm at the best of times not a great sleeper, and right now I'm just not sleeping, full stop. And I got this morning, and I didn't even know, so don't laugh when I tell you all that I didn't know what Spotify was, but I didn't know up until today. I got this Spotify thing that I thought, oh, okay, this is new. I could introduce it to everybody. And then my husband said, I don't think you should do that, because I think that most people know what Spotify is and you might look like an idiot. But anyway, I thought this was great. I got it from a friend that said helping people sleep, just music that can help us calm down, especially when you're trying to go to bed at night and you're trying to get your mind free. They're now giving free, the Spotify is giving free chill self playlists. So to help you calm down and relax at this exact lockdown period. So this could also be, I mean, I was really impressed when I got this today. Instead of all the millions of either jokes or statistics, something that was more, how can I help you? And it was sent out to me in response to my message back saying, well, goodness me, you know, this is quite stressful. I'm coping, but I'm just not sleeping. So again, if I'm feeling like that, I'm sure some of you are feeling like that, and I'm sure your clients are feeling like that. So please watch your communication. Try and not hard sell on these times. I think, there we go. Philippa just said, try tracks to relax on Spotify too. It's very helpful. Thank you, Philippa. You chicks should have all told me about the Spotify thing a long time ago. I mean, I don't know why I'm only finding out about it today. But anyway, that's fine. Next, the communication in the week from the 6th to the 10th of April needs to change slightly, okay? It needs to be messages that keep you top of mind to your clients. So next week will be supportive messages, and the week after that are going to be, guys, we're nearly there, okay? A quick phone call to your top 20. I don't know how many of you actually physically pick up the phone to your top 20 spenders. And I mean, I I would love to tell you to pick up the phone to every single one of your clients. But at this stage, I think you need to pick up the phone to the ones that generate the most revenue for you, so that when it is time to open your doors, those revenue generating people come back to you because you are top of mind and not somebody else. The questions could be, how are you doing? How have you coped with your nails and your skin? And can I help you with any advice? So remember, yes, how are you coping being indoors? But you want to know how are they coping with what has to do with what we offer. How are you coping with stress? How are you coping with your nails? How are your lashes? How's your skin? How's your back? How's your hairy legs, for that matter? Okay, so and can I help you with any advice until I'm able to see you? So the messages that are going out, the communication that is going out, is still very much supportive communication. Okay. When we reach the week of the 13th of April, and the reason why I say wait until then is because I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but none of us knows if this deadline is not going to be extended. We've got no idea. And that's why I'm saying you wait until that week, because by that week, believe you me, we will know. The president will come up. I think next week is the most fragile week in terms of how this virus is able to spread and in terms of infection rate. And I think that if we see a massive spike in next week, the president may very well extend it by another week. We don't know that. But I think if you're starting to sell next week, you're making a mistake. I think that you need to stay in that love and supportive phase, but still keeping the communication going with your clients. By the week of the 13th or 14th, somewhere around there, I would even wait till maybe the 14th of April, is you will start opening up your bookings and saying, look, obviously people are desperate and their grooming needs are top of mind right now. Please don't come out with ridiculous discounts. It's really not the time to do it, okay? Because all you're going to say is, oh my God, I'm so desperate for revenue. Please, please come to me. Don't do that, okay? Add more value to what you may offer. So if you want to say services, your grooming services booked for 500 Rand and you will get an extra 250 Rand value added, that's great. But don't say, I will give you 50% off any of your services booked with me from next week. Okay, can you see just the difference in the wording? Make the value about the client and not about what you want. So please be mindful about that. You might want to move treatments that are more profitable because that's how we think. That's how we've been trained and wired. Do massages because the cost of goods is so low. Okay, but it's not about us at this point in time. It is not about us. It is about the client and getting longevity out of them, getting trust, getting love out of them, okay? And make it about them. Say, listen, you tell us what your needs and we will give you the value. So that's why that if you purchase for 500, but you get an extra 250 free, or you get an extra 100 free, they can book whatever they want because it's what their needs are is vitally important. Okay. Be very clear on your strict virus control policies. And if I were you, I would make sure that I spread my client appointments further apart to allow for full sanitization and no or minimal client contact at the time. Okay, so what really shocks me is that people will go and stand in a shopping center at a grocery store queue. 50 are allowed in or 100 are allowed in at a time, and that's okay. It's unbelievable. That is the biggest virus breeding areas right now. Yet they're worried about coming to us and our salons where it's fully sanitized at all times and we are controlling, but you need to communicate that. You need to say there will be no more than 10 people in my salon at one time, or there will be no more. There will be 30 minutes in between my client appointments so that you guys don't cross each other over. Communicate it. Don't put the policies in place and then don't say anything about it. Okay, clients need to know what is your plan going forward. Okay, I'll open it up for questions a bit later. Ask your brand partners for help. Right now, you should be turning to the people that you're partnering with at a brand perspective and asking them to help you. So whether it is creating posts, I'm showing you a few of our posts that we as a brand have created, but there are, most of you out there stock other brands, which is great, but you need to rely on them right now, and they need to help you because we're in this together. So they need to come up with creative posts that are not full-on selling posts, but that are more giving across the message that come to us. We are, this is just an example, a fully sterile environment, okay? But now, seriously, is the time to turn to the people, your troops, your army, okay, your team, and get help from your team. Okay, next one. Learn more. Learn more. Take this time that you have right now and learn. Okay, learn anything. Go and learn something. I'm loving these business sessions from that Henley Business School. I'm loving that Douglas Kruger guy, those 50 tips every day. That's keeping me busy enough because I hear what he tells me. Then he makes reference to another site or another book, and I'll go to that book, and then I'm busy. So at this point in time, I'm feeling like I need more time. Like I've never had so little time in my life. But now is the time for us to open up our heads and to learn more, okay? And learn different types of things, okay? Philip, I'll answer your question in a minute, okay? The next thing I'd like you all to do in preparation for day one is I want you to understand the power of self-reflection. And this is so, so interesting, okay? Because reflection is an important human activity in which people recapture the experiences, think about it, mull over it, and evaluate it. We have time to do that now. We have time to turn around and say, right, my last 6 months, this has been my experience. Think about why has it been like that? Think about, evaluate it, okay? But it doesn't stop there. So my message does not stop there. It doesn't say reflect and then feel sorry for yourself. No, sorry, definitely not, okay? After that reflection time, what you're going to do is get creative. Find solutions and set your mind free. Okay, so when I say find solutions, it is about getting rid of the excuse book, because that excuse book is so powerful. It is, oh, coronavirus, the exchange rate is working against me, my landlord's rent, my therapists, that I can be here till tomorrow talking about excuses. Okay, get rid of them. Do not allow one excuse to be written down in your solutions plan. Okay, get creative. How do you get creative? You don't do this alone. You gather your army. Get your army together and do it virtually. Do it online like we are doing it now. Get the army together and start chatting, talk rubbish, have a glass of wine, brainstorm. What are we going to do? What's everybody going to be desperate about? If you don't drink wine and you drink tea like Anna, then drink tea, okay, together, or eat cake, or do whatever it is that you all want to do. But the point is, we need to get creative in this time and find the solutions. We can't sit and wallow in the self-pity and in the worries me. Okay. Has anybody sat back to think about what the number 21 means? I thought, I mean, maybe it's because I'm bored, but I'm actually not bored, to be very honest. I've got a lot on my plate. But I just thought, flip it. Okay, we've been locked down for 21 days. Let me go and have a look what this 21 number means, because there has to be meaning in this number. And good golly, Miss Molly, did I flip and love what I found. Okay, so 21, look at what it means. It's unbelievable. Inspiration, creativity, self-expression, success, completion. I mean, how amazing is that? Completion. It is complete, 21. Fulfillment of desires. Unity, another beautiful meaning of the number 21. And breaking patterns. I mean, that's also unbelievable. It is a number whereby we're able to break patterns. Okay, so I don't know if anybody took the time to go and check this out, but I quite loved looking up the 21, because that is the number of days that we've been locked down for. Okay. All right. So before I ask you all to join me in doing one last thing, I want to open up for Q&A because we've got time to do it. So the first question from Philippa, if you're able to write it, it's even better. And if anybody can help with the answers or has an idea, because this isn't really about me only, but it's about all of us sharing together, please can you all share the ideas. But Philippa's asking, do you know of how we can test our therapists to reassure the clients that they are in safe hands? Anybody have any idea? Go for it, Danny.
Thanks. I just wanted to tell you the thing that you said about the learning and giving the time, that you have the time now to learn. I don't know if everyone knows about this, but EDX has 3 courses. And it's anatomy, and it's so many things. So that just everyone knows that it is available and it's actually free.
Can you please type it in the chat box so that people can see it in the chat box, please, Danny?
Definitely try, yes.
Please.
I will, thanks.
Please, okay, was that amazing? That is it. Thank you so much for that, okay. Can you send the pictures of the good food to us? Yes, definitely, I'll send that to everybody, the good food one, no problem, Monique, with pleasure. Anybody else I'd like to go back to Philippa's question, because it really is very valid, of how we can test our therapists to reassure the clients that they are in safe hands. Come, I'd like to hear from all of you. I mean, I've got my opinions, but let's hear from all of you. How do you think we can test our therapists? Can we not have a screening done? In which form, Jackie? In which form would you do a screening? I like that idea, but how would you do the screening? Mystery guests, by asking them, sending in a mystery guest. How about doing temperature tests? Are there not drive-by centers? Oh, okay. So Philippa, you asking about the actual physical corona test. Okay. I hear you. Okay. Are there not drive-by centers? Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Temperature tests are good. Okay, Philippa, that question is brilliant. I'm going to investigate it for you, and I am going to find out, because I'm on a group that is a little bit more at government level, little bit, that is helping with intense questions like that. Okay. yes, you can ask your ladies to be tested in order for them to come back to work. Philippa, let me get back to that question. Is brilliant. Everybody, we're going to answer this question on Monday. Okay, at our next meeting is going to be on Monday. I will have the answer for you, but that is excellent. So we need to reassure clients that the testing has been done, encouraging them so that you make it more about their health and well-being. The test cost over 2,000 Rand. Not anymore, Jenna. The government is making tests available in the next couple of days. They're rolling them out. And when it is, by the time that we need to go back to work, they are going to be very inexpensive. They're not the swab tests, but they are the prick tests that people can do. That gives you a certain amount. So it doesn't say to you positive or negative. It gives you an immunity response. That if that immunity response is low, then you move to the next test. But the latest tests on the marketplace are in the region of 750 Rand. So they have come down absolutely considerably. And I do believe from the group that I'm on, but I'll get clarity on it, that the pricing of these tests are going to come down even further because they're needing to go out into the rural areas and get these people tested as well. Okay. Test your temperature with a heat gauge. It has to be over a certain level. Yes, the temperature tests are great. I agree, mystery guest, to make sure we all study. Yes, good. Okay. Okay, anybody else have any other questions? Okay, so I quite like that message, Philippa, about reassuring the guests that your therapists are safe and virus-free. So I am definitely going to find out a way about how we can do that and put across the message in a very diplomatic fashion. Okay. I heard these are not good because you may get incorrect fines. Possibly people who are positive may get a negative test. So correct, Mena, but the prick tests are not about being given a positive or a negative that you have a virus. They measure the person's immunity, the tests that I'm talking about. So it's a starting point because at this point in time, they're saturated with testing. They're looking at starting with checking immunity and antibody levels in the body first, and then should it be over a certain level, then you move on to the swab test, which is the more accurate test. Okay. But that is a very, very good and valid question, and we'll address it in next week. Okay. All right. Does anybody else have any questions that they'd like to ask or any comments that they'd like to say? Anyone? Okay. So I would like to quickly summarize before we all do one last thing. I'm going to quickly go back to the slides. The most important messages really that I have for you is I'd like you all to communicate with your clients. Okay, if this is the most important part of today's meeting that I can put across with you, is don't get into your shell and don't lock yourself up, and communicate. And your messages are support messages. Hi, I'm thinking of you. How are you doing? Find a motivational clip and send it off to them. I had Lorraine yesterday message me saying, oh, where's that motivation clip that you sent me? I lost it. Please send it to me again. And I'm sure she sent it out to half of the people that she knows. So send out video clips that direct people to YouTube that motivate them. If you don't have them, message me and I'll give them to you. Send them little clips about the superfoods to build their immune system. But please, ladies, send this. Everybody, almost all of my friends that I'm spoken to are having sleep issues at the moment. And it really is about, and I'll tell you why, it's the unknown. We don't know where this is going. So send them this. I'm so glad I discovered Spotify. You see, I figured something out new today as well. I'm so chuffed about it. And let them listen to this Spotify thing. Okay. And then we're going to change our message. But next week we're going to meet 3 times. We're going to meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, and I'm going to have different communication and different messages for you, and it'll come out in the little post that I send you what we are going to cover. But I think, if anything, urge and send this. You're more than welcome to send this meeting request to any colleagues in the industry. We want to pull everybody together. Okay, we want to stand together in this. We're in this together as an industry. And I can tell you one thing, that the consumer is going to need us more than anybody that can get access to food right now. Remember that. They're probably going to need alcohol, cigarettes, and treatments more than anything that they've ever needed, because that is what they're being completely and utterly restricted of right now. We have information overload. We have TV watching overload. We have child overload. We are going to need therapy, skin therapy, nails done, lashes done, all of that. They are going to be desperate for that. Okay, and I want us to be prepared together. So I'm going to work on things for next week. Okay, I'm definitely not posting this Zoom link on social media anymore, so that we don't get any more idiots trying to join us being vulgar and bored in their time. Okay, so before I ask you to do the last thing, okay, is I'd like you all to please type in the box, okay? I want you to type in the box a word about how you're feeling right now after this. So go for it. Motivated, inspired, excited. Oh, I love it. Positive, inspired, driven. Yes. Beautiful. Optimistic. So much better. Fantastic. Determined. Love it. Motivated. Better. Good. Achieve more. Lighter. Woo! Motivated and driven. Thankful. Grateful. Positive. Motivated. Inspired. Focused. I absolutely flippin' love this. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted to achieve today. Determined. Beautiful. Okay, so one last thing I'd like you all to join me in doing, okay, besides having a glass of wine if you want to, okay? But I'd like us all to go to social media, okay? And because everybody's posting nonsense, why don't we post? Take a photo of yourself with a screen, or take a clip of, or take a screenshot. I don't know, my screen looks very odd. Of my screen, for example. Take a screenshot of my screen. I'm going to put something else on it. This. If you want to take a screenshot, which one should I put on? I think this is a good one. Here we go. This one. You guys like this slide? Take a screenshot of this slide and of everybody attending the meeting, okay? Because you can see all the participants of the meeting, all right? And post to social media, something different, something about, I have decided to spend an hour of my time wisely today with my industry professionals, getting motivated and driven and uplifted, okay? And then if you can all please tag me, I would really, really greatly appreciate it. So on Instagram, I don't actually even know what I am. Let's go and find out what I am. Marisa Dimitriades on Instagram, there's the handle. And on Facebook, I am Marisa Cachero Dimitriades. I'd just like to be tagged, it would be nice. I want to share a little bit of positivity and put out some, I don't know, some beautiful energy into the marketplace, because we're all just getting flooded with so much nonsense at this point in time. Okay, and post how you're feeling about the meeting and how you're feeling about your energy levels and about what we're going to do together. Okay. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say? You're welcome to unmute yourself now. We've got a few minutes left. Welcome to unmute and say what you think. Anyone?
Hi, Maurice.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this. I really do appreciate it. Can I please just have that picture again up on screen so I can take the picture?
Sorry, this one.
Ah, that's super dupes. Loving it.
Okay.
Oh, now it's all gone crackly.
Now? Better?
Okay, perfect. Got it.
Here we go. Anybody else? Anybody else have anything to say, ladies? Okay, so just so that we know, I'm going to come back on Monday with the testing of our therapists. Let me get more information about it. Okay, I'm going to pull from all the resources that I possibly can. So I'm going to come back together with. I'm going to come back with an answer for you on that, and then who's my darling in the bush? Your name's not coming up on my screen. You're going to get hold of me, and we are going to chat. Why can I not see your name? There you go. Your name's not coming up on the screen. Danny. Okay, so you're going to get hold of me. Danny, I'm going to type. Do you have my email address or not?
No, I've got no
I'm putting it on right now. I'm putting it on right now. Here we go. Okay. Or I'm going to put myself the number and you can WhatsApp me. Okay. Also. Then, ladies, if anybody can think of anything that they would like me to cover next week, I mean, I've got a very good idea of the content that I want to put in. But if anybody's got any other good ideas, this is really more about motivation and how to come back with a bang, because that's what I want to do. I want you all to use these days to focus, to get your brain right, to get the knowledge right, to get your clients on board, so that when we come back with a plan. Okay. All right. But please message me. Most of you do have me on WhatsApp. If you don't, there's my telephone number. Please WhatsApp me. And then we're going to send out the invitations privately, okay, on WhatsApp rather. Okay, super. Everybody, love you all. Go and enjoy your wine.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao, guys. Love you, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Pleasure. Ciao.